All right, you're all set.
Okay, thanks. Good evening, everyone. Today is September 2nd, 2025. This is the meeting of the Northborough Planning Board. We will be entirely remote tonight. There's a link to the meeting on our agenda that's posted online. The first on our agenda tonight, I put on the discussion of warrant articles. Bill isn't going to be here tonight, so I was going to bump it one more meeting just so we're all here. I know Carter had sent some forward, I sent some forward, and Bill sent one forward. So if everybody can look them over, we could do it on September 16th after our public hearing if it doesn't go too long. But I wanted to leave the agenda item there just in case anyone had any questions about White Cliffs or anything before we met. I don't think we do, but I put it there in case anyone had any questions, concerns about anything. And if nobody does,
I do
then
not.
we'll go to our next our next agenda item, which is A&Rs, lot releases and bonds. Lori, do you mind pulling it up and giving us a little overview?
Absolutely, and I do see that Bob Parente is in the attendees, if you want to
Okay.
bring him over.
Oh, I've never brought anyone over before. Let's see.
Oh,
Are you,
that's not right. Can you see the A&R?
I can, it's very small on my screen, but. So, did you bring him over?
Oh, I didn't try to, but let's
Is
see.
he RJ? Is that him?
He is RJP 10-2.
When I click on him, it just says report. It doesn't let me bring him over.
Kaylee, can you make her a co?
You should be all set now. Sorry about that.
Okay, let's see. Still only say report. When I click on, there's 3 dots next to his name. And the only thing I have is report.
Yeah, and that's all I'm seeing too. Kaylee, can you bring him over?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to make Amy co-host. Are you seeing that invite?
I'm not seeing an invite. Oh, I see that invite at the bottom of this. It says I can send it. If I see the invite button, it says choose your email service to send an invitation.
Do we want to
No.
try Lori?
You can try me. I so far haven't seen anything.
Now it says I'm a co-host, so I just
Okay, so you should be able to
moved
bring
him
him in
over,
now.
I think.
Yeah,
There should be something that says allow him to talk.
Yep,
or you can promote him to panelist as well.
I did both. So, Robert, can you unmute yourself? Can we hear you? See, he's muted. I can unmute him, I think. Oh no, I can ask him to unmute.
Bob?
Hi, Laurie. I can't hear anybody on the thing. Can you guys hear me? Bob Parente?
Yes. Yes, we can hear you.
Hmm.
Is your
Okay.
speaker up?
Volume?
Well, I can speak to the A&R for him if he can't hear. So you may recall that the A&R was
Why isn't my
originally
speaker
approved.
connected?
We can hear you.
That he's connecting his speaker. Can you hear us now?
Bob? Do you want me to just go ahead and explain it? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so this was originally approved by you folks in 2023. And what he's proposing to do is move the primarily the frontages around. And so I sent you an email right before this meeting to kind of describe the differences. So he is making the frontage of lot, oh gosh, let me move it down so I can see the number. He's shifting the frontage of lot 3A. So it's smaller than was proposed last time. Then lot 2A has
See,
slightly
there's my
larger
hand.
frontage.
Hmm.
And then lot 1A, also the frontage calculation is different. It's slightly larger than it was originally. So this does end up changing the lot sizes, but it's really, really minimal. It's only by a couple of 100 square feet.
And is that to comply with the frontage needs or on one of the lots?
They complied originally, so
That's
they
awesome.
complied before and they comply again. I suspect it has something to do with the septic system and the well placement.
Okay, okay.
So all of the frontages meet the requirements,
They do,
lot sizes all meet.
they do.
Okay. I could try to unmute him again. I don't know if he has anything to say, or if he can say anything. Bob, can you, well, no, he's still muted. Oh, Bob, can you hear us? No, he muted again. Does anybody on the board have any questions?
I mean, if everything's still in compliance, I don't.
Okay. I was just gonna, pull up the motion Lori had sent out. Let's see, although I could make the motion.
I can do it. if you want.
Okay, I don't have it out.
I move to endorse the plan entitled Plan of Land in Northborough, Massachusetts, dated August 14, 2025, prepared by Robert J. Parente, PLS 328 Decimoni Drive, Marlborough, Mass.
Second,
Okay, roll call vote. Millie, I almost called you Lori. You still say Lori.
Oh, oh, thanks, Carter. You just bumped it over to me, I see.
Millie Milton,
Aye.
Anthony Zaitin,
aye.
Carter Brannon,
Aye.
and I'm an I. Okay, that's been approved. Let's see. Next on the agenda is the minutes of February 18th, 2025. Somehow we missed those. And I had a couple minor changes that Brenda was going to update. Does anybody have any other changes to the February 18th, 2025?
No,
No.
I got a chance to read it, get caught up on them too, so I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the February 18th, 2025 minutes as amended?
So moved.
Okay, Anthony Zaitin?
Aye.
I need a second, sorry.
No.
Second.
Millie seconds. Anthony Zaitin,
Aye.
Millie Milton,
Aye.
and Carter Brannon.
Abstain.
Okay, and I'm an I. So the minutes have passed. The next set of minutes were August 19th, 2025.
Mhm.
I had some updates and Carter had some updates. Does anybody else have any additional amendments? I actually had an additional one. I'm gonna say maybe I'll share it. Yeah. After I saw Carter's, and it's super minor. It was only about the poison ivy.
Mhm.
I only said, let me see, I'm gonna share it. So, can everybody see them?
Yep.
So, Carter added the sentence, the board discussed a hypothetical scenario involving goats in the dog park. And I just added to alleviate the poison ivy issue, just so people didn't have questions why we were gonna allow goats in the dog park. If anyone read it. And then right above it, Lori, in my sentence, I also noticed that I probably I'm missing an and.
Okay,
And asked if there was landscape fabric. And,
and
are you raising your hand, Anthony?
No.
Okay.
okay, got it.
And then I had one little thing at top too, like I had mentioned twice. So then I changed the first mention to stated. Just Paretsky stated the FPC chair mentioned, so those were just little ones.
What page is that on?
That was on the first page. Last paragraph.
Righty, got it.
Okay. Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the was it August 19th? I just shut it.
Mhm.
August 19th, 2025 minutes as amended.
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
Second.
Uh-oh. All right, I'll give Carter the motion and Anthony the second. Sorry, Millie.
No worries.
Roll call vote. Anthony Zaitin,
Aye.
Carter Brannon,
Aye.
Millie Milton,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. So those minutes have been approved. Next on the agenda is subcommittee updates. Does anybody have any updates since last?
Mhm. Not for me.
No.
No. Okay. The next planning board meeting is September 16th. That will be the public hearing for the White Cliffs zoning change. And the one after that is October 7th. ZBA meeting September 23rd, master plan October 16th. And I just wanted to bring up, there was a letter we received from Lori about the Coolidge Ledge Estates. That they want to name the new common driveway up off of Newton Street. So quickly before the meeting, I had emailed Lori to ask the fire chief if he was okay with Coolidge Ledge Estates because it's very close to Coolidge Circle. And I felt in an emergency, it might be confusing for a firefighter. Am I going to Coolidge Ledge Estates or am I going to Coolidge Circle? And Coolidge Ledge is off of Newton. It's not even off of Coolidge Circle. So Lori did email the fire chief. He got right back to her and he would rather have it be a different name.
Mm.
So
So
I
Lori-
did email Mike Levitt to tell him that the fire chief had an issue, but he would be okay with Ledgebrook Common Drive. And he responded, I like that. Let me just double check with my team, but I think that would be great. But chances are we're not gonna hear back from him in time, so maybe we'll just kick that for a couple of weeks till our next meeting, or actually, maybe would you folks be okay with Ledge Common Drive? So if he decides that he does want to go with that, maybe you can do like a conditional motion that says that if he likes the name Ledgebrook Common Drive, you're okay with it?
Yeah.
Is there,
Yeah.
isn't there like, there's supposed to be like a nomenclature in terms of what where the names are, whether it's historical or relevant to the area?
Mm.
Is that go to the select board as well? I can't remember.
So that's for roadways.
Okay.
And
Oh,
in
so
fact,
Common
the
Drive.
Historic District Commission did give me an updated list.
Okay.
But it's not for common drives. So I
Okay.
did give it to him in case he wanted to pick something off that list. But he wanted to do something. Oh, actually, he just emailed me again. Let's see what he says.
Even if he had another name right now, we could vote on
He
it.
says, we like it, let's do it. All right, so that is the revised name, Ledge Brook Common Drive.
I mean, I personally would like to have the opportunity to ask, what his reason for naming it is.
Well, I can tell you because he emailed
Okay.
it to me. So he gave the rationale for Coolidge Brook Common Drive. And he says Coolidge Brook runs to the right of the property and encompasses the nature around the property. I did a ton of research on Northborough and wasn't finding a great fit that flows and reflects the beauty of what we want to create. Given the 30 acres support just 8 houses and will have a beautiful natural wooded landscape, it seems fitting for the overall aesthetic. That coupled with the actual ledge and rock outcroppings that will be visible throughout and surrounding makes a good fit in our opinion.
Sounds good.
Okay. Are you okay, Carter, with it being changed to Ledge Brook? It still fits the ledge and the brook. Okay.
Or
So,
wait, so wait. Okay.
Oh, yeah, what?
So wait, sorry, what is the new name?
Oh, the new name is just gonna be, they're taking off the cool. So it's
Okay,
gonna be Ledge Brook Common Drive.
okay,
So it's still using the ledge and the brook,
got it.
but it's not as close as Coolidge Circle. Okay. Is everybody okay with that name?
Sure am.
Yeah,
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the Common Drive name off of Newton Street for the 8 homes as Ledge Drive? Oh, no, yeah. Ledge Brook Common Drive.
So moved.
second,
Okay. Roll call vote, Anthony Zaitin,
aye.
Millie Milton,
Aye.
Carter Brannon,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. Okay, so we're all set with that too. Does anybody else have anything to add before we adjourn?
Or I had just a couple. Is there any update on the Westboro State Hospital property right now?
Well, I have received a couple of phone calls from developers who were interested in understanding what the planning board wanted to see there. So I thought that was a good sign. Other than that, I've received no communication from DCAM. So it is scheduled for September 10th auction. And both of the developers were aware of a deed restriction for 4 dwellings per acre. So
Did they, was Del Webb either of them, or were they local developers? You don't have to tell us their name, but I was curious if they're
one
local.
of them I am familiar with from Millbury. So it's a developer who works within the region. And the gentleman I spoke to today, I had never heard of before.
Do you know if the local developers know about the auction?
I did speak to a couple of them. In fact, I spoke to Mike Levitt. We had a real positive experience with him on 75 Ridge, but he thought that he had his hands full with this new development. So he didn't think he was interested.
Oh, okay. Actually, do you know one other question too? Do you know if people have been applying for ADUs since that
Yes.
bylaw passed? Oh, wow. How many? Do you know?
Yeah, so we've actually, so as you know, the development team only meets for the minor site plan review for standalone ADUs. And we've reviewed 4 so far. So there are a couple that are attached that we haven't seen, but There are a number of inquiries, but not too many folks who have actually gone through the design process to the point where they would meet with the development review team.
Oh, but the 4 have, so the 4 are probably
Yes.
going to go through the process.
Yes, yeah, they had hired architects, they had surveyed drawings, so
Okay.
they're going forward.
Oh, good. Did they say they were for Airbnbs or just for personal use? Or they didn't say?
They were all for personal use. They were
Mhm.
all for family. And I thought that they all had a nice design. It was very compatible with the existing home. The last one we reviewed, interestingly, was the scenario that was discussed last year during our public hearing, where it was a very, very large lot. And the house was set back really far from the roadway. I believe it's the in-law apartment was proposed to be set back about 65 feet, but it is in front of the single-family home. But there's heavy landscaping along the frontage, so you're not going to be able to see the home from the street, the ADU.
Is that gonna need ZBA approval?
No, because remember, we had to soften the language.
Mhm.
So that was town council, so it said should, not shall.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?
Is also, do you have any update on the Blake Street and Pierce Street projects?
Yeah, unfortunately, we did not get the MVP grant.
Mhm.
So that was the funding for Blake Street. So that was really disappointing, although not unexpected. When I look through their last few years of funding, it seems like they almost entirely fund environmental justice community projects. And Northborough isn't an environmental justice community. So I did the best I could to kind of play up some of the factors that I thought that they'd be interested in, but apparently it wasn't enough. So the plan B was to submit a community preservation CPC application. It would be scaled back. So of course it would just be for the park. It would be for the drainage and the little parking lot on Blake Street. So that's just the 9 parking spaces. They're perpendicular parking spaces. And that's it. So I haven't heard from the Complete Streets grant yet. They have released the next funding round, which is actually due October 1st. So I reached out to them today and said, when are we going to hear? Because I may be interested in filing an application on October 1st. If I know whether I got the funding that I applied for last spring. And they said that they should have responses soon, but they haven't finished reviewing the applications yet.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
Roll call vote, Anthony Zaitin,
aye.
Millie Middleton,
Aye.
Carter Brannon,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. We'll see you guys on the 16th.
Good night.